Good morning. I'm doing a pizza dough right now, which I already have 500 of bread flour in there. You don't need to sieve it, and this is the usual bag that I keep all my flour. And I'm going to use egg yolk later. Plus, this is a low ratio yeast for country bread or pizza, and I add a little bit of sugar, which is about 6 grams, and this is my 10-gram salt. And the recipe is attached to this video later on in other details. For the method, I won't be writing in details because you can actually see from this video. And if I'm going to pause at any one time, and it's because my left hand is holding the handphone while my right hand is doing the work. And now I'm going to add in my yeast. And remember, inside here I have the sugar down here, which is about 6 grams, just a little bit to have some color and taste. And the bread flour, you don't need to mix first, we later will mix it together. Okay, from here I'm going to add a little bit of my yeast. You can see that I have 507 grams. I'm going to increase to 517. I need about 10 grams. And it so happens that you're going to add a little bit more, 1 or 2 grams more is still fine, and so not to exactly worry about it. So right here, I'm going to stir this just mixed up. You know, and then you put it aside. Okay, right now I'm going to measure the water, and I could always say it's a liquid. Liquid, it may involve any kind of liquid. You may want to add milk and anything. And over here, I use egg. So this egg itself is 94 grams. The total liquid that I need for this recipe is 350. So I'm going to add in until it's 350. Yep, it's about there. And this recipe you can use by hand or you can use by machine, but today I'm going to use by machine. And you can see from the video that I'm taking is exact. So but intermittently I will pause so that the video is not too long. I hope that you all remember how to keep yeast properly. Remember, there mustn't be any air or air bubble inside this packet, and then after that you can actually put it back into the fridge. Okay, you can see from here I already fixed my this mixer bowl into the machine, and it's on 1 right now, and I'm going to slowly add my liquid in. Just let it mix on slow. You can see it's coming together now, and I can do a little bit faster. It's not necessary to do it super fast. It's not the correct way, and it's very important to keep watching how the dough is doing, you know, and how it's performing, rather than you fix a timing which every mixer is different, so it's best to keep staring at it and watch this video carefully and all over again, and you definitely can perfect the correct elasticity of the dough. And do not attempt to add in extra water, or I rather you keep some of the remainder of the 350 gram of liquid. Maybe you keep aside 50 gram or 30 gram or 20 gram, and you can add in at the later stage. The usual situation when we add in extra liquid is because it's a little bit dry, and our weather does make a difference for bread making or for pizza making. And like I say, this recipe itself, we could make a country bread too. So if for children especially, or adults or teenagers who do not really enjoy eating egg, you can incorporate the egg into the dough to make bread or pizza, so that they absorb the nutrients from this egg yolk, which is already inside the dough. It's not going to be a lot, but at least they are absorbing the nutrients. But of course, if people who are vegan and people who are sensitive to egg, you can just omit the egg totally and use everything under liquid, which is water. That will be good. You can see that I didn't pause in any moment after I start talking, and the dough is coming together. And so it's already at about 7 minutes coming by, and it's pretty long video now. So I'm going to increase the speed a little bit. Just now is, okay, you see this is stop, number 1, which is rather slow. I'm going to number 2. Like I say, it's not necessary for you to know you must go to which speed, but more importantly, you must know your mixer. And my speed 1 is at that speed, and speed 2 is at this speed. And now if I go to 3, my 3 is at this speed. Basically, when the dough came together, I can even do it earlier. I can pour in the salt, which is much earlier, but I did it now only because I was talking and I forgot about it. And so I'm going to put everything in. Okay, now I'm going to start the machine again. Now I'm going to do it on number 3. Salt is really good for the dough because it will give you a great taste, and it will definitely help you to improve your shelf life of the dough. And it's not necessary to count by the minute, or any type of machine you use is the same. You can even use the speed, to keep mixing it until it's blended. But the thing is, it will take a much longer time. So I'm going to increase the speed a little bit to make sure my salt is incorporated as well. And you can see that I didn't even stop or pause at this section, which I felt is really crucial for you to see a continuous video. So I'm going to stop now, and you can see from here, it's a little bit rough, but it's not too bad. We can improve on this, and I'm going to stop now. Let me pause a while. I'm going to change place. Okay, you can see that I'm taking out this dough. And I already put a little bit of oil down on this board. Now I will show you the board. It's sold by Rhonda, one of my students, she's importing this fiberboard from Japan, and it's pretty good to use. I find that it's really very useful for fondant, bread making, or anything. So you see, I put a little bit of oil on my hand is because I do not want it to be sticky. So you see that it's a little bit like a bit. This is what the dough is, you know, just now. So you can actually just start folding it. Normally I like to do in this manner. To make sure it's round and pretty. Okay, after that, I'm going to rest this dough for half an hour to 45 minutes, depending on how cold is your liquid. I will explain. Okay, so you see that this is the dough that I've made, and this is the board. This board is really good, and after that I will cover this and let it rest for at least 30 minutes starting from now, and making sure it double its size. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and later there is a continuation from the second part, how I'm going to do my pizza.